Live from Mentner, Ohio, here at the Transfer Express Studios, this is Toast to Transfers, Halloween edition. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your host, Stephanie.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie. Thank you, Vince. And I am coming to you live from the Transfer Express Studios for another edition of Toast to Transfers. It's been well over a year for a Toast to Transfers event. We cannot thank you all enough for supporting us, for going and grabbing that pre-order of the kit and pressing along with me on a Thursday evening. I hope you guys all are comfy in your homes or in your studios, print shops, wherever you find yourselves with your heat press. And we are going to have a wonderful time for, again, another edition of Toast to Transfers. I have a wonderful team behind me who is going to help make this experience for you guys all memorable, super exciting. And again, we're going to have a great time. So behind the camera with me, I have Heather. She's going to make everything look beautiful. Make sure we get some tight shots on the transfers for you as we're decorating. We also have Vince. Vince is going to run our board. He is our resident Pittsburgh Italiano, and he is going to show us how it's done. Also, behind the scenes, we have our good friend Mike, and he is going to be answering all... Oh, geez. Oh, my God, Gorilla. Where did you come from? Wait, are you going to be heat pressing with me? No. Oh, you're going to be doing the comments? Oh, great. Well, he's going to handle the comments, I guess. Mike is out. I hope that you do well. We'll shake on it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Gorilla, for helping us out with the comments. He's going to make sure all of your guys' questions are answered behind the scenes. And go ahead, use the comments. Go ahead and type in anything that you have to ask me. Gorilla is going to be behind the scenes, sharing links, making sure that your guys' questions are answered. If not, we will definitely get back to you after the presentation. But yes, I've got a huge, awesome team behind me, getting us really pumped up for this Halloween Toast to Transfers edition. So thank you guys all for joining me. I see a lot of people already joining me in the comments. I see Kathy from Texas. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. Christina from South Carolina. I also saw somebody coming in from Canada and Alberta. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Dwayne, thank you for joining us from Washington. So you guys coming across from all over the country, even other countries. We are so excited that you guys can join us here today to really celebrate the Halloween season and the fall autumn season, which is, I think, starting today or tomorrow. So we're really excited. In addition, make sure you guys grab your drink and make sure you guys give us a really awesome toast to transfers, and we're going to have a great time. Now, we're going to be pressing together. A lot of you have pre-ordered the Toast to Transfers pressing kit that we had available for you, that we mailed out. It has everything that you need to fire up your heat press and press along with me. So everybody who did pre-order your kit, make sure you have that on hand. We'll go over the contents of the kit here in a second. Make sure if you are pressing along with me, we have our heat press set and warmed up and ready to go. So if you don't already, go ahead and fire up that heat press. And we are going to start at 340 degrees Fahrenheit. I have my Hotronix Auto Clam 16 by 20 behind me on a caddy stand. I hope that you guys are using a quality heat press. Make sure that you have accurate time, temperature, and pressure to be applying all of the transfers that we have for you today. everybody who did not get a chance to order the kit, no worries. Hopefully you guys will stick along with us and watch and learn. And hopefully next time when we release our next Toasted Transfers, you guys will be ready to pre-order your kit to press along with me. So anyways, everybody that does have your kit available to you, go ahead and we're going to open it up and take a look at the contents. All righty. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to see when you open up your kit is all of the apparel items that we are going to decorate. There is going to be 3 items that I will walk you through. The first one is a Gildan t-shirt, a nice orange. We'll go over a little bit more in detail when we go to apply them. I also have a crew neck black fleece that we will apply. And a polyester tote bag. Great for trick-or-treating, perfect for the holiday season. We're going to show you how easy it is to decorate using our heat transfers on the tote bag. Okay, then you guys go ahead and grab your transfer pack. Okay, so in your transfer pack, it's a nice sealable bag. And your first thing that you're going to see is your instruction sheet. Now, this instruction sheet is full of all of the information that you're going to need. Press along with me to go back maybe and even design some of your own designs. Even if you want to customize something for a local event or a fundraiser, a school, something like that, you can go through and use any of this information on there to go ahead and create your own in our Easy View online designer at transferexpress.com. So all of that information for the designs that we're going to be pressing are on there, including the apparel information and your application instructions. So pay close attention to the application instructions that are on the lower half of this sheet. And this is going to tell you what temperature your heat press needs to be applied at or set to. It also tells you the type of apparel that it works for. Lucky that all of the apparel that we sent you works perfect for the type of heat transfer that we're going to be applying to it. So then it gives you all of that information along the bottom, what pressure, what temperature, how much time, and all of that. Also included on the instruction sheet is a little QR code at the bottom. And this is going to take you, if you scan that, it'll take you to a video of how we designed each of these layouts and all of the designs on the apparel that we're going to be showing you here today. And like I said, all of those just go through our transfer pack. All right. You are also going to come across the little recipe for one of my favorite drinks, actually, the Gravedigger. And you guys can go ahead. Hopefully you guys found that before we started, and we can always come back. But this is a great drink, great recipe if you guys want to get into the Halloween holiday spirit. There's a little bit of a recipe card there for you. Okay, and then we have a application ruler that we are going to use. It's a little handy tool that's going to help us align and make sure that we have all of our placement and our designs in the right spot. And then the stars of the show, your heat transfers. So you get a little pack of heat transfers to go through with me. The first ones that we're going to go and apply are the Ultra Color Pro. These are the newest transfer from Transfer Express. These are great. They're a hybrid of digital full color printing and screen printing. These give you great quality, bright, full color graphics on your apparel. One of the nice things about Ultra Color Pro, not only that it's CMYK, so it's whatever color are in your designs, shading, fades, rainbow, whatever. not only that, but you can order them by the sheet, and you get a full sheet to where you can gang as many images as you want on the sheet. So Ultra Color Pro is a great transfer for you guys to try. That's why we put it into the kit for you. And it's a wonderful transfer if you guys are using more bulk, larger quantity orders. Of course, it's a smaller quantity for a minimum, but we see a lot of Ultra Color Pro used when your quantities get a little bit higher in the full color graphics. Okay, so we've got the Ultra Color Pro. You guys are going to get to try and a couple of awesome little autumn, very fun designs, pumpkin designs that we're going to do. Okay, and then the next thing that you guys will come across is the glow in the dark. And glow in the dark you have is a screen printed plastisol ink transfer. It's printed on a release paper, screen printed just like your normal screen printer would. We're just screen printing it onto the release paper. It's 11¼ by 14 inches. This is our standard sheet size. But as you can see, just like the Ultra Color Pro, you can gang as many images as you want on the sheet. So we're going to use one design off of this sheet, and then feel free to use any of the remaining extras for any other special decorating that you might have throughout the holiday season. So we've got the glow in the dark. Now, glow in the dark is, like it says, it's going to glow as soon as those lights go out. So it does need some charge from a light source, but as soon as those lights flick off, then you have a nice green glow. So we'll show you that. And then the most popular heat transfer that we have that among all of our customers is the Goof Proof screen printed transfer. So we're going to apply this as well and show you how easy that is to do. This is going to be great for that orange t-shirt that we have. It gives you a couple of different designs, just like that glow in the dark. You can gang different images on the sheet. And then you just use a pair of scissors or some other cutting mechanism, guillotine cutter if you're doing a stack of them. But you can cut those apart and use the designs as you need. Okay, I think that was everything. That was a lot. Okay, so everybody's got their kits, right? I'm going to peek over at the chat. How are we doing, guys? Everybody's got your kits? Okay. Yes, we're going to get really excited about that glow in the dark. Okay. All right. All right, Gorilla. I'm sorry, he's not Mike. Mike's not here. Gorilla is there answering the chat. If you did not see a transfer in your gang sheet, no worries. Give us a call, or Gorilla is going to hook you up with a way to contact us if you did happen to be missing one of these. And I apologize if you are. So we're going to get you taken care of. What's the difference between Ultra Color Pro and Ultra Color Max? Great question. So we have two different transfer types for the Ultra Color line. The Ultra Color Pro is a hybrid between screen printing and full color printing. And it's printed by the sheet. So again, great for your larger quantities and when you need several different designs. Ultra Color Max, great for smaller designs, smaller quantities. It's a direct to film heat transfer. There is, it's priced by the square inch. So there is no price break for larger quantities, which means that when you have the small quantities, Ultra Color Max is going to be the way to go. And then larger quantities, Ultra Color Pro is where you want to be. Okay, what else? What design app do you use? Okay, so the design app. It's not an app per se. It's on our website. Go check it out, transferexpress.com. We will also have Gorilla add that into the chat. But transferexpress.com has an online designer called Easy View, where we put thousands of design layouts, just like these designs. They're loaded in Easy View, and keeping up with the trends. Even we're loading in layouts and clip art every single week, And it's a place where you can go and customize the designs. So like this one here, and we have all of the layout identification on that instruction sheet. This layout, you can customize it however you like. You can change trick or treat into whatever text you need. You can change out the clip art. And we've got the Easy View Online Designer on our website loaded with all of these different clip arts. No matter what you're trying to decorate, whether it's for sports, whether it's for certain work trades, even events, there's a ton of different layouts in there, and you guys have it available to you as Transfer Express customers to go in there and customize any of the layouts and use them for your heat transfers. So you guys have an easy to use way to customize a design and create some professional artwork. So yeah, Easy View, go check it out. There's a ton of different layouts to use. So here's just a little snapshot of what we have. Okay, regular machine wash dry is okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Good to go? Okay. All right, so we are going to walk back. Well, actually, before I do, can we set up our heat transfers? I like to get everything cut and ready to go before we get started. I don't like to do it under the heat. Okay, so just like I said, we have our gang sheets. So I'm just going to cut some of these apart and get them ready to use. Keep in mind when you are designing, we do give you a grid line to show you your design space on the transfer sheet. Keep in mind you will need to cut them apart. So, you know, you want to give them a little bit of space, especially if you have a lot of them to cut. Okay, so the Ultra Color Pro shouldn't need to be cut, but if they do, you just trim them apart, just like the transfer sheet. Mine in my pack came apart. Okay, and then the glow in the dark, there are four different designs on here. Okay. All right. And you go ahead and choose. So there's a lot of different designs to choose from. There's only 3 apparel items. So any of these extra designs that we're not going to be using today, feel free to kind of use whatever on any other shirts that you have lying around, or for friends or family, for children, anything. So they make great little tests and fun pieces to show off to our customers on what we can do. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to apply, we're going to go ahead and do the Ultra Color Pro. So I hope everybody has their heat press set at 340. One note that I will say, if you don't have a Hotronics, I would suggest bumping up to 350 at least. We always suggest to add an additional 10 degrees or so, just to kind of alleviate any a change in temperature that a non-accurate heat press might give. But we know that when we're working with the Hotronics Auto Clam, we've got accurate temperature, accurate pressure across the board, which is what we're looking for when we're applying screen printed transfers. All right, guys, just checking the chat one more. Okay. All right, 340 degrees. First thing that we are going to decorate. I've got my instruction sheet, as always. Keep checking back to your instruction sheet. I've got the Ultra Color Pro. We're going to decorate this Gildan crew neck sweatshirt. Okay. I do have the style number on the instruction sheet in case you guys want to go check it out on the apparel section of transferexpress.com. But the Gildan crew neck sweatshirt. Again, I have my Hotronics Auto Clam 16 by 20. I have it on a caddy stand. Some of you may not, and that's okay. I also have a quick slip pad protector on my heat press. Again, if you do not have one, you do not need one. They just help make applying and positioning and keeping the bottom platen clean a little bit nicer. But you don't need one. All you guys need is your heat press with accurate time, temperature, and pressure. So I've got my Gildan sweatshirt here. Everybody loaded on. We're going to make sure that we slide our collar all the way off the heat press. Okay. I always make sure that I have equal amounts of fabric on the bottom as well as on the top. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pre-press the fabric and make sure we remove any moisture and wrinkles. I'm also going to make sure that my pressure is set to the correct pressure, which for Ultracolor Pro is the medium to firm pressure. On the Hotronix Auto Clam, it's between a 6 and an 8, so 60 to 80 PSI. So once you have your crew neck sweatshirt on the heat press, you can go ahead and lock it down. Now, if it's really difficult to lock down, you may need to increase the pressure, which I was a little low on the pressure. I was coming in at a 3. So I'm going to increase the pressure there again. I want to be between a 6 and an 8. So on my Hotronix, I've got the readout. I see that I am at a 6, which is great. Okay. All right. Now I think that we are ready. I'm going to lock this down one more time to set the pre-press. With that Hotronix Auto Clam, it gives us 2 temperature controls, a pre-press and a pressing control, so 2 different times. So I just wanted to make sure that I was back at the 10 seconds that is needed on your instruction sheet to apply the Ultracolor Pro. Okay, now you all in the pressing kit should have gotten 2 Ultracolor Pros. If you just got one, go ahead and take the one that you grabbed, that you got, and we're going to go ahead and apply that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this autumn one that we have for you in the picture. Now, if you're unsure of exactly where to position it, just so we're not too low on the belly or too high close to the neck, I suggest that you grab that handy application ruler that we have for you. And the way that you use that is you just line that up close to the collar. Okay, so it'll just be right in line with the collar. And then you can center the design right underneath that. And that gives you the perfect spacing for your design. Okay. Now, before I apply, I'm going to go ahead and remove the application chart. Okay, give you all a second. All right, now that you're perfectly centered using that little ruler, we're going to go ahead and lock it down for the 10 seconds that it needs to apply. Again, the medium to firm pressure. You do not need any additional cover sheets, no upper platen covers, and this is a hot peel. You're going to peel it off immediately, quickly, okay? Don't pause, don't hesitate. Peel that paper off. Okay, if you pause and hesitate, it could come that it might get a little bit stuck. In that case, I would, before you peel any further, I would go ahead and lock it down again, press for a few extra seconds, and then go ahead and peel it off immediately. Don't wait, don't let it cool down at all. It is a hot peel, full color transfer. Okay, so yes, how did it turn out, everyone? The Ultracolor Pro is fantastic, as you guys can see. Oh, sorry, Mike. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, the Ultracolor Pro is fantastic. You can get all of those colors without adding to your cost. Unlike screen printing, as you know, the amount of colors will fluctuate depending on how much how many colors are in your design. So with Ultracolor Pro, doesn't matter how many colors are in your design. It's priced by the sheet and the quantity. Okay. All right. So you guys all have your sweatshirt decorated with the Ultracolor Pro. Sebastian said, great. Robin said, it looks nice. Ooh, Crystal did it on her craft press. Good job. Awesome. All right, you guys. So time, in case you're wondering, 10 seconds. 10 seconds to apply that. Again, the temperature should be 340 degrees. If you're not working with a Hotronix, bump it up to 350. But yeah, so, okay, this looks awesome. A nice fall, autumn crew neck sweatshirt. This transfer paper you can go ahead and toss. And again, you guys should have gotten the 2 Ultra Color Pros. You have that extra one to use for whatever you need if you have a spare garment around. Just be sure you're using the cotton polyester or the cotton poly blends for the type of fabric that you're using to apply it. All right, it looks like everybody is doing great. Okay, awesome. Ultra Color Pro or Ultra Color Max. So this one that we're using is Ultra Color Pro. There is a difference between the two. One's direct to film transfers. This one is both full color and screen printed. So there is a little bit of a difference. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Next up, we're going to apply this little bag. Okay. All right. So we're going to apply the little bag with the glow in the dark. Where did I set it? So you had a gang sheet of all the little glow in the dark pieces. We can keep our heat press set at the 340 degrees. Again, if you're using the Hotronix heat presses. If you're not, go ahead and bump it up to 350 where you were at for the Ultra Color Pro. And we are going to decorate using the glow in the dark. Glow in the dark, again, screen printed, plastisol transfer, printed on that 11 1/4 by 14 inch gang sheet. And that's the regular size. And then we do have a jumbo size heat transfer sheet that you can fit even more. But for the standard sheet, you saw how many designs that we can fit and decorate some tote bags. Perfect for the Halloween trick-or-treating and for all of those kids events that we have going on. So awesome trick-or-treat bag that we are going to set you guys up with. Now this bag is a polyester bag, which is perfect for the screen printed transfers. The glow in the dark can go on to cotton, polyester, or cotton poly blends. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so 340. I love these bags because decorating them is so easy. They are super thin. Make sure you guys take out the silica gel packs that are in there. Mine fell out on its own. But with these, because the fabric is so thin, the way that I decorate them is I just lay them straight flat on the heat press and press them. Which I would recommend to you all. I'm not going to use a mouse pad for this one or anything to raise the print area. We've tested this bag out and we wanted to show you how easy it was to decorate on your heat press. So this gives you a little test, but we're going to go ahead and lock this down for a few seconds just to remove any moisture and wrinkles. All right, and we do need to be at the same pressure as the Ultra Color Pro. And because I was using a sweatshirt hoodie, I'm going to raise up my pressure a little bit. Again, lock it down. I'm at a 3, so I'm going to keep going a little bit more. Usually when you switch over between a sweatshirt and something thin, like this bag, you'll need to adjust your pressure. You still want to be between a medium to firm pressure, 60 to 80 PSI. All right. All right, and we can get going. So I just laid that down straight like that. And you can go ahead and use any of the transfers on that glow in the dark sheet that we have for you. There's so many different ones to try. I'm going to do this spooky ghost. All right. And as long as you don't press it too low to where you're pressing over this bottom seam down here, you just want to go ahead You're going to use some trickery to hold this bag in place, especially if you've got a quick slip pad to make it slippery, but we're going to get it done. Okay, so you can go ahead and lay down that transfer sheet. Use the grid lines on the back to straighten it out as you see fit. Make it straight. And then go ahead and lock it down for the 10 seconds. Now again, just like the Ultra Color Pro, these are hot peel transfers, which is fantastic. Makes for very, very quick production. And then once it's popped up and still hot, you can go ahead and peel the transfer paper off.
Here's what it looks like for you guys.
Yeah. Right now.
Just a couple seconds to show you. It's got like that nice green glow. You've all seen glow in the dark stuff before. It works well.
Great. Thank you.
All right. We're
Perfect.
back to you.
So,
yep.
Yeah, you guys can test that out in a little bit at home. It does need to be charged a little bit from the light. The longer it charges, the longer it's going to glow for you. But yeah, we've seen a lot of schools use these for just Halloween events, for any nighttime haunted houses or parades or walk run events or birthday parties or whatnot. Glow in the dark is super, super popular. So, all right. Yes, glow in the dark would be nice on the skate floor. That would be awesome. All right. Okay. All right. How long does it glow? I don't know if I have an exact time frame for you. It does diminish, of course, just because it is powered by that light. It does diminish over time, but it does give you a nice glow for a good amount of time, I would think, for a screen printed glow in the dark print. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, okay. We're going to check on that glow in the dark transfer page for you. It says that it's a 404, which is no good. Okay. Okay. Oh, the design has the registration marks that need to be cut off. Good point. So if you guys were working with those Ultra Color Pros, I'm sorry I didn't mention that. If they have the registration marks, you guys can trim that off. I believe the only time that we've seen any type of issues with those registration marks might be on light colored polyester apparel, where I would just trim that off. But we were going on black, so they usually don't cause a problem, but you can go ahead and trim those off before you get started, of course. Okay. It is getting warm up in here. We can continue. All right, guys. So we've got our trick-or-treat bag. If any of you guys know, the Steelers and Browns game is coming up here soon. And we've got Vince here from Pittsburgh, who is a super big Steelers fan.
Yeah, so we're not saying a minute late. There's not going to be no overtime on this one. We got some entertainment to watch later.
So he's waving the terrible towel at me as a fan. I don't need that. We're in Cleveland here, okay? All right. What heat press? Okay, what heat press? Paul, I got you. What heat press? This is a Hotronix Auto Clam, 16 by 20 size. I have it here on the caddy stand, and it does have a quick slip pad protector. I have just the regular platen on there, the 16 by 20, but there are smaller platens for depending on what you're doing, whether you're applying to caps or bags, the inside shirt tags with the tag along, sleeves. There's interchangeable platens for this heat press that make printing pretty much any item super easy. So check that out. Yes, you're welcome, Paul. Okay. Valeria, we're going to help you. No worries. We're going to see why yours did not press well. It's okay. A lot might have to do with that time, temperature, and pressure. Super important with the screen printed transfers. Double check all of those. And we usually find something that we can adjust and fix to make things work better. Okay. No, you're fine, Paul. No worries. No spamming. We get you. Okay. We gotcha. All right, let's move on. Let's go ahead and decorate this super soft Gildan t-shirt. You guys, I love the feel of this style. Hold on. Which one is it? Ooh, the 6400. Seriously, this one is super soft. A really, really nice style of t-shirt. I'm glad that you guys are all getting a chance to try this one. It's the soft style. Okay. Adriana will help you. We'll have Gorilla in the background to get you a contact for, how to get some troubleshooting on how to get that to work. Okay. All right. They're watching the warm up now. Go dogs. Yeah, I see it. Vince is pretending that he doesn't see that. That's okay. It's serious business over here, you guys. I've got a couple of Steelers fans in the room. Gorilla happens to be a Steelers fan. He told me earlier. Okay. All right. Enough chatter. You guys didn't tell me to warm up the heat press. You guys. Okay. Taking a second. We've got to bump up the heat press. We're applying Goof Proof. I have to bump it up to 365 degrees. We're going to wait and let that warm up, which gives us a little bit more time to chat, which is awesome. So we're going to make sure that our Goof Proof transfers are set at the right temperature, 365 degrees. If you don't have a Hotronics, again, it sounds like I'm on repeat, but go ahead and bump it up an additional 10 degrees. Trust us, it works. Okay. Oh, I messed that up. Don't feed somebody grave diggers before they heat press. Okay. All right. We've got the heat press warming up to 365 degrees. I did set the time to 5 seconds for the pressing time. Just like anything else, we are going to go ahead and pre-press the fabric before we get started. Yeah, sorry if my voice was not working well. Seahawks. Yeah, we hear you. I see you. Okay. All right. Yes, this one is super soft, the soft style. What else we got, you guys? Thank you. The audio is good for everybody. Vince is getting nervous that the time is ticking. He's like, they're going. We're waiting for the heat press. Okay, so anyways. All right, so you guys have your transfer sheets and your extras to use for later. All of those designs, as I said, were created using the layouts in Easy View. There is a video, if you missed that the QR code, if you scan that, it will take you to where you can go ahead and see how we created those designs, and gives you a little tutorial of how you can do that too. So you guys can go ahead. How late can I call CS? What are they open to? 6? I believe they're open until 6 Eastern time. Yeah, the orange should not scorch at all. All right. Are you going to be in Fort Worth, Kathy? I am not. Who's going to be in Fort Worth? You're lucky you get Vince. Vince will be in Fort Worth, probably not with his Italian gear waving his Steelers terrible time.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, Kathy, I will be there. The great Dave will be there. So we'll be able to help you out, and we're going to have a good time.
I love Fort Worth. Fort Worth, and I've repeated this to everybody many times. Fort Worth is one of my favorite cities to go to for trade shows. I used to help manage the trade shows, so Fort Worth was one of my favorite stops. The city is beautiful. There's so much to do there. Yes, it's Cowboys country. It's Cowboys country, Vince. Yeah, I think that the Fort Worth tickets are still available. I think there's always a way. Which one is the glow in the dark? The glow in the dark is the one that looks like it's white. So the bag, it looks like it looks white, but it gives you this kind of milkier off white. But then, yeah, as soon as those lights go off, it turns green. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, where are we at? 362. Perfect. All right, guys, let's get rolling. Sorry, I did not warn you to bump up your heat press. Hopefully you guys are with me though. and you have your heat press set. I'm going to show you really quick. Now, seriously, Goof Proof transfers are the easiest heat transfer to apply. Those of you who have used Goof Proof, I'm sure, can attest in the comments above, but Goof Proof is the #1 seller at Transfer Express, and for good reason. It makes it super easy to print your designs and get that quality screen printed print. So you're getting that same plastisol ink in Goof Proof, and it applies in 4 to 6 seconds. So seriously, super fast. It's great for your 1 and your 2 color designs, but we've seen Goof Proof printed 16 plus colors. It is priced by the sheet and by the number of colors. So the more quantity that you order, the lower the price is going to be. So we have our Goof Proof transfers here, and I'm sure Gorilla will add the link to Goof Proof in there as well at some point. But we have our Gildan Soft Style tee, and we are going to go ahead and load it up on the heat press. Again, get that collar off of the heat press if you can. Okay, it's very important to make sure that you have as flat of a printing surface as you possibly can, and so that we don't have a nice little print mark on our collar. So we always make sure we get our collar off of our press. And I'd like to fold out some of the wrinkles. All right, looks good. Let's go ahead and pre-press. We want to be, again, between that 6 and an 8, 60 to 80 PSI for our pressure. And then whichever design that you want from that gang sheet, you can choose either or. Okay, so a fun, happy pumpkin or a nice, scary pumpkin, whatever you want. Okay, so let's go, guys. We're going to flip this ink side facing down. Use the grid lines in the back to help you align, and go ahead and grab the alignment tool. Align that with the collar in the center. And then you're gonna use the top of the design where to align it with your ruler. Okay? Make sure that's centered. Remove your ruler. Whoops. So we don't press that. And we're going to go ahead and lock it down. 5 seconds, super fast. And you've got yourself a hot peel and a screen printed shirt that only took 5 seconds. How did it turn out, you guys? Mine was great. Okay, so Rebecca, you said that there's an outline of the press on your shirt. This is a cotton shirt. It's not going to scorch. So that press mark is just from the heat and the pressure, just removing that natural moisture out of the fabric. May adjust a little bit of the color of it. So usually when we press something that's red, it turns dark maroon. And that really freaks out a lot of people when they're first pressing. Other colors are going to do that too. Your purples, your blues, oranges even. So if you do see a little bit of a mark there, no worries. Give it a little bit of time. Natural moisture is going to return to the shirt, and you're not going to see any type of color discoloration or anything like that. So no worries. I feel you. If you do see a little box, that's this type of shirt, this Gildan Soft Style, is not going to scorch. So if you are seeing a box, it's not scorching. It's just the color is changing because we removed that moisture out of the fabric. As soon as that natural moisture returns back into the fabric, it's going to look a lot better. So no worries. All right. All right. Do you ever need to press after the peel, or does that hurt the press? So yeah, sometimes I do. I actually pressed something earlier today that was a super old transfer that I was just trying to see if it still worked. It didn't peel all the way. because it was probably 15 plus years old, which some work and some don't. But anyways, I did have to cover it again and press again just to make sure it sticks. So yes, it does happen to where I do have to cover it again and press, but that's few and far between, especially with newer transfers. Again, I had that issue when the transfers are like 15, 20 years old. Again, and that goes to the point that you can store them for a very long time. And transfers are great for when you need to save inventory. You don't have to print a crazy amount of shirts. You can print as you go and as your shirts sell. So we have transfers that we store in our boxes for quite some time, and come across them every once in a while when we want to make something. And sometimes they do great, but yeah, sometimes we have to cover them again, press again. It's not going to hurt the press. It's not going to hurt the transfer as long as you're using some sort of like craft paper or nonstick cover sheet over it. If you're not using a nonstick cover sheet and you go ahead and press directly onto the print, the ink might stick to the top. Okay. All right, the logo seems to be lower than 3 inches. Is that still okay? Yeah, so the little guide should be 3 inches. If you use some of the transfer paper, it might be lower. Again, you're gonna use this as a guide. Personal preference really comes into play with positioning and sizing of graphics. Everybody has their different style and preference of how things should be placed on the shirts. This just gives you a kind of little handy guide to go by. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Is it the best place? Sorry, I love these chats, so keep them coming. Is it the best to store transfers in the plastic bags? Okay. So storing the transfers, we recommend storing them very similar to how they were shipped to you, right? So the screen printed transfers, they came in a bag, just a simple poly bag. We recommend keeping them in a poly bag, sealed preferably, and we use the box. The box is really, really nice to be able to label if you need to for certain customers, different, if your schools or a certain trade or something like that, you can label on the outside of the box who the transfers for that customer are for. But yeah, we recommend just keeping them in the same box. There are certain transfers that require them to be used with the silica packs, and those are going to be noted on the application instructions. So go ahead and take a look at the application instructions for that. But in general, in a bag, nice tucked away in the box, away from extreme heat, cold, drought, whatever. That's really important too. There is a little bit of moisture in the inks, for instance, and just like your paints and your inks at home, if you were painting, moisture leaves them and then they're no longer able to be used because they've dried out. So kind of similar to screen printed transfers, they've got a little bit of moisture in there. So you do want to keep them in the bag, in the box, and away from those extreme temperatures, and they can last for years. So as long as you follow those little tips, you guys can be using your transfers and store them for future use for a long time. All right. Anything else, you guys? We decorated some awesome things today. And there's still a bunch left over for you guys to decorate even more after we close out. But okay, so we've got our Gildan soft style. Let's recap.
Yeah, maybe lay them out so we can get a show.
Yeah, we can. Great job. All right. All right, so we've got our Gildan soft style using the Goof Proof screen printed transfers. We also have the glow in the dark on the tote bag. So you guys are going to check that out a little bit later once we close out and go into a room that's dark, shut off the lights and see that glow. And then the Ultra Color Pro. The Ultra Color Pro digital screen printed transfer, new to Transfer Express. This gives you a nice little taste of how it feels, how it applies, super fast and easy for a full color transfer. It's a hot peel, one step only. And yeah, you can have free floating text. It gives you a nice soft feel. And yeah, you guys can create your designs, use any of your own custom designs, even photographs for the Ultra Color Pro, and really nice bright colors. Okay, so that's the Ultra Color Pro. So you guys got a little taste of everything. You guys got a full color transfer, a specialty glow in the dark, and the Goof Proof, the popular Goof Proof screen printed transfer. Okay. Okay. All right, how's our questions doing? We are getting close to the end, you guys. That was super easy. That one, we didn't need a lot of accessories to use. T-shirt, tote bag is nice and thin. So we didn't need any additional platens or anything like that, and a crew neck. So as you can see, with your heat press, you can decorate a wide range of different types of artwork, from full color to single color, and all of that in between. Okay. Don called animal control to get the loose gorilla. Oh no. Better run. You guys won't get any answers to your questions though, so hold off. Hold off for a second. So you can choose your own colors for Ultra Color Pro. So yeah, Ultra Color Pro is printed in CMYK. So you can, when you upload or send us or add your own artwork to EasyView, yeah, it'll be printed just as you sent it. And yeah, you can, if you're designing in EasyView, you can go ahead and select the colors that you want for the Ultra Color Pro. And again, the price does not matter, that you have an increase of colors. You can add as many colors as you want when you are using the Ultra Color Pro. All right, Dana. Oh, you missed the beginning. No worries. I think we'll send you guys a link. You'll be able to rewatch if you want and go back, just in case you missed anything. Yeah. Okay. Great. I think everyone is doing great. Everyone had some successful applications. If you did not have a successful application, no worries. We have Gorilla behind the scenes who is very capable of helping you. No, but seriously, if you guys need help, application troubleshooting, or you can't get something to work or something like that, please let us know. After we close out the chat, no worries. You guys can always email us at info@transferexpress.com. You can also give us a call. We'll put our 800 number in the chat for you as well. And then, yeah, for all of your designing, any product information, you guys can go to our website to go and check out. I will mention, for any future education you guys want to learn about heat printing, head over to our YouTube channel, where our awesome team, Vince and Heather and Dave, are putting out new videos every single week. Awesome content there to teach you guys all about the business, all about transfers, designing, everything in between. So make sure you guys go check out our YouTube channel and subscribe. Yeah. It was a great time pressing with you all. Are we good, guys? Yes? Yes. Okay.
This will be the first one we get done early.
I know. I know. They were so easy to press. Like, seriously, a t-shirt, tote bag, and a crew neck sweatshirt. This little kit gave you some really easy things to apply, but I think that it gave you a wide variety of things that you haven't tried before. Like I said, we've had a year's full of toast to transfers, which you guys can probably go back and watch on our YouTube channel. And we've decorated a wide range of things, from stadium seats during our tailgate edition to, what did we do? We did a towel. Vince is playing with his terrible towel over there. He's like, yeah, they did a towel. Yeah, we did a towel. What else did we do? We did a stadium blanket during our winter one. We've done a V-neck. We've done a hoodie. We're trying to hit it all for you guys, so you guys can get a sample of just different types of garments, different items, and different types of transfers to apply to them. Gives you a great opportunity to practice and to make some awesome just promotional items that you guys can show your customers on what you are capable of printing. And you are capable of so much. This is just a small little taste of it. So I want to thank all of you guys for joining me today. Everyone who pre-ordered the kit to press along with me. Yes, you do have to try that Gravedigger. It is really good. It's one of my favorite drinks. And I'm glad that that was in the kit because I really like that one. And then, okay, do we know when the next one will be? Not yet. We're working on it. Working on it. It will be soon. We will have another one. If you guys have any suggestions, all of these themes and ideas come from all of your suggestions and comments and thoughts and all of that. So just make sure that you guys keep those comments and ideas coming, especially for the next Toast to Transfers. I don't think that we nailed down the theme and date yet. Also times, if a different time works for you guys, please let us know. We're always interested in making things work for you and making, you know, this an enjoyable experience for you all, and make sure you guys can learn something and get something out of this. So definitely let us know if you guys have any suggestions for future Toast to Transfers. Keep a lookout on our website, transferexpress.com. We will definitely keep you updated on our social channels on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, so thank you guys all for joining me today for the Toast to Transfers Halloween edition. Thank you to the team behind me for putting this on, making it amazing. Thank you to you all for joining me today. I am Stephanie from Transfer Express, and happy pressing.